Hi, my name is Abraham Acosta.
And my name is Aaron Alva, and today we'll be covering small businesses. Small businesses run Los Angeles, California. Everywhere you look, from the north to the south to the east to the west, there's a small businesses. Whether it be a restaurant, a hair salon, a clothing store, and even to a landscape business. They run LA. Small businesses take up about 90% of LA's LA's businesses.
Small businesses must also go through some regulations such as environmental, advertising, privacy, and employment regulations. For example, the Clean Air Act of 1990 outlines the responsibility of the EPA for protecting the air quality. And in 1972, they created the Marine Protection and Research and Sanctuaries Act, which prohibits the dumping of harmful materials of any kind into the ocean. Advertising is essential to business, but the federal government has set in place advertising laws to help keep businesses honest in their marketing campaign and also to avoid false advertising. The truth in advertising applies to market outlets such as commercials, newspaper ads, online ads, and billboards, and requires all marketing materials to be truthful, backed by evidence, and fair in nature. The Fair Packaging and Labeling Act requires all products to state ingredients and nutrition, product identity, and location of packaging and distribution. As well, all information on labels must be accurate and follow the truth in advertising rules. Also, the Federal Trade Commission enforces online advertising regulations to help protect consumer privacy and prevent anonymous spamming.
Here we also have the privacy regulation. Businesses, small and large alike, often handle sensitive information pertaining to their customers and employees, including credit cards, social security numbers, and addresses. If this information is released, consumers face identity theft and credit card theft. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act offers protection to people who have sensitive information held by financial institutions in the U.S. These institutions must provide privacy literature to consumers and have a security plan in case information is leaked. We also have the employment regulations. Regardless of the types of employees you have, business owners must be very familiar with employment laws in the U.S. Employment regulations cover fair wages and hours, retirement benefits, health insurance benefits, workplace discrimination, workers' compensation, and unions. These regulations help keep employer-employee relationships fair and protect people from harassment, discrimination, and unfair treatment.
So in order for a small business to run, they must require to have a license. According to the Small Business Administration, the following occupations frequently require state licensing: appraisers, private security guards, funeral directors, real estate agents, barbers, and cosmetologists. In the local view, almost all businesses must have a city or county license. The business owner can visit his city hall or county government for licensing requirements. In the federal view, the business owner must obtain a federal business license if the business is highly regulated or heavily supervised by the federal government. For example, an alcoholic beverage retailer applies for a federal license via the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. He also checks with his state and local government for additional licenses that may be required. As well, the small businesses must also follow the sales tax. Nearly all states require retail businesses to obtain a sales tax license. A sales tax license enables the owner to charge sales tax on goods sold. A sales tax license is also called seller's permit.
Small businesses and license and rules regulations. Most areas of the country require small businesses to obtain a general business license. General business licenses are normally issued by the country or state the business is operating in, but specific laws may require a small business to obtain their operating license from a specific entity, such as the Board of Health. An occupational permit are required to meet specific zoning or as permits for specific types of business occupations. Some cities require a home occupation permit. For example, for some small businesses to operate out of a home office, other cities or states may require special permits for massage therapists or home health care nurses as well. Small businesses are required to have a sales tax ID or sales and use permit if they are selling taxable goods as part of their businesses. Depending upon the state the business operates in, the sales tax permit may be required regardless of the type of business or whether it's selling tangible goods. Foreign workers and employee eligibility. The Immigration and National Act, or also known as the INA, governs immigration and citizenships in the United States. The INA is especially important to small business owners because it addresses employment eligibility, employment verification, and non-discrimination. This guide provides an overview of these provisions and assistance on how to comply with the NIA, or also known as the Immigration and Nationality Act.
In order for an employee to be hired, they must fill out an I-9 form. The federal law requires an employer to verify an employee's eligibility to work in the United States. Within 3 days of hiring a new employee, they must complete the employment eligibility verification form, commonly referred as an I-9 form. This requires examining acceptable forms of the employee's documentation to confirm his or her citizenship or eligibility to work in the United States. Employers who ask for other types of documentation not listed on the I-9 form may be subject to discrimination lawsuits. What's the name of your business?
Raspado Express.
How long have you guys been running your business? Is it like a family business?
It's a family-owned business. It's been around since 2002, and this particular location opened up in 2003.
What are some of the regulations that you guys have to have in order to sell food?
Well, you have to go to the health department. You have to have like a food handler's license. You have to make sure that everybody else has a food handler's license. So you have to go to these classes. They're like about 45 minutes, and you have to like answer a bunch of questions as to how like prepare food. And then you have to go to get like a state license and a county license. It's kind of a lot of paperwork, but once you get it done, I mean, it's all easy from there. So yeah, it's not really a lot to it. You just have to be patient with the paperwork.
Is that like the same thing as a business permit, kind of?
Ish. There's the business permit is a whole nother like section of a payment plan. You have to. There is one permit for the health permit, and then there's another one to actually sell business, and then there's like another one for the city of Commerce. It all depends on which city you go to, but luckily for us, Commerce has been pretty good for us as far as business permit.
Is there a certain amount of employees that you're allowed to hire, or can you hire whoever you want? How much do you want?
You know, I think there is a limit. I'm not too sure, but I mean, we try to keep it small because I mean, it's convenient for me to keep it small, only because it's a lot easier to train a group of like 6 to 8 people than it is for like 10 to 12. I mean, but it all depends, you know. But I believe there is a limit.
All right, man. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. What was your name again?
My name's Eric.
Eric. Nice to meet you.